Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, and in this video I want to talk about a brand new game that was revealed, announced yesterday during Sony's Future of Gaming PlayStation 5 livestream, and that is Kena Bridge of Spirits. I assume it's Kena and not Kena. Either way, I'm going to say Kena until I hear otherwise. Basically, this game looks fantastic. I love these kind of games, those sort of Zelda-esque, magical, mystical world, exploration, puzzle solving, cool kind of combat and whatnot, but this just... Let me be honest, when it comes to games, I'm very much a gameplay first, graphics second person. Everybody has their, their preferences and whatnot, and, I very much appreciate amazing visuals. But generally speaking, I think because I grew up as a Nintendo kid, I've always been very much more so driven by gameplay. If some games don't necessarily look that great, but they play really well, I will still happily play them. But when I saw this, honestly, as someone that often kind of just appreciates visuals but isn't necessarily too vocal about it, when I was watching this trailer with the guys last night, we were sort of sitting in a Discord party and just watching this, when it got to the point where we switched over to the gameplay and saw the character walking through the town, I actually let out an audible, wow, this looks amazing. Like that's kind of uncharacteristic for me. So this genuinely very, very impressive, both from a visual and just kind of an aesthetic point of view, and just everything about it. It's definitely my jam. So I thought in this video we'd quickly talk about what we know about Kena so far. So if you guys do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of it. If you want to watch the trailer yourself without me talking over the top, I will link it down below. Yes, I will definitely remember to put the link this time, so go and check that out if you want to see it. But what do we know so far? So Kena Bridge of Spirits is coming to PS4, PS5 and PC. Quite what it looks like on PS4, we don't know, because it looks very visually impressive on the PS5 gameplay, so I don't know what it will look like on current gen systems, but either way, it is a PlayStation title, but you can also play it on PC. And the launch date for this is holiday 2020, so again, no specific date, but it is slated for this year. The developer is Ember Lab, and some of you guys may recognize that name, because if you're looking at the kind of aesthetics and you're like, this looks kind of familiar, or at least I feel like I recognize this style, that is because these, or Ember Lab, are the same people that did the Majora's Mask fan film. Some of you guys may have seen it before if you're Zelda fans, maybe you've just seen it anyway. There's this Majora's Mask fan film called Terrible Fate, and it looks incredible. I'm talking like cinema quality animation. One of those things where it was only a short fan film and people were like, I want a feature-length film out of this thing. That's how good it was. And that team are the people behind this, which is precisely why there are definitely nods to Zelda. There's definitely that kind of Zelda feel to it, and the animation quality is reminiscent of that fan film. Anyway, with that being said, the top level for the game basically takes you on a journey of kind of self-discovery. You play as Kena, and the kind of goal here is to restore balance to an ancient village in a once thriving environment. Kena is a young spirit guide who's effectively trying to uncover how her village was mysteriously obliterated. She uses her staff and the help of her spirit-like friends who are called the Rots, which they look really cool. They it's almost kind of Ghibli vibes. That's kind of how cool they look. And of course, through the combination of her little companions and her staff, she'll be able to disarm adversaries, unlock new skills, uncover secrets, restore the beauty of the land, all that kind of stuff. And we see that present in the trailer. We see some little kind of combat bits where the staff can manifest itself as a bow, almost like some kind of shield as well when you can parry things. You can then, of course, dodge roll around, so you've got this kind of cool combat system. And when you defeat enemies or when you kind of complete areas, we get a look at that kind of restoring the beauty of the land mechanic. So I imagine it's one of those kind of things where, you venture around the world and you kind of constantly restore that. Maybe kind of reminiscent of Okami in that respect, where, you kind of like restore the trees and whatnot, and then it brings light back to the land. Either way, the kind of official description for the game says Kena Bridge of Spirits is a story-driven action-adventure game set in a charming world rich with exploration and fast-paced combat. Players will find and grow a team of tiny spirit companions called the Rot, enhancing their abilities and creating new ways to manipulate the environment. Working with the support of Sony and the next generation features of the PS5 gave them the opportunity to expand the immersive experience they envisioned with the game's unique gameplay mechanics. Obviously, that's the little kind of marketing spiel. This was from the PlayStation blog, so they're always going to kind of throw in a little nod to Sony and being like, this is what we're capable of doing because of the power of the console, but it still looks fantastic. In an interview, the developer said that they'd had this game concept for quite some time, and they're finally able to bring their vision to life because of the new hardware. One of the kind of small examples they gave was actually talking about the new DualSense controller. They said that because of the response to that, when players are kind of pulling back on the strings of, say, Kena's bow, the haptic feedback will basically result in more, feedback when you're playing the game. Now, of course, outside of that, again, not a great deal is known right now other than what we've seen in the trailer. Firstly, it starts off with kind of really cool cinematics, very sort of like setting the scene and whatnot, but when we do get to the gameplay stuff, just the general exploration stuff, the world, it just looks incredible. The amount of detail in there when you're walking through the towns, when you're walking through the cities and you're kind of just looking at the foliage in the background and the mountains and everything, it just looks so awesome. And this is what I love about those kind of new presentations when it comes to a new generation of consoles, being able to see footage like this or being able to see kind of examples like this, just showing, you know, some of the stuff you can do with that power. That is really cool. Obviously, we want to see it in like a true gameplay setting. Whenever you see these kind of things where the HUD's turned off and all that kind of stuff, you do question quite what it's actually going to look like. But safe to say, either way, I'm excited for this game. The theme, the setting, the gameplay, I'm on board. So yeah, if you guys want to find out more about the game, then be sure to stick around because of course, as and when we do find out more, as and when we learn more about the mechanics, the gameplay, maybe see some more trailers, I will be sure to keep you guys up to date. So don't forget to turn those notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos. And of course, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the Arekkz Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there if you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with. It's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.